Well, hello. How y'all doing? Welcome on in, family, and welcome you new subscribers. I'm so glad you came and you found us. Just fall on in. I hope you enjoy these videos. And we're just coming here with Sunday dinner today. And this is the Blessed Living Channel. And I'm just thankful for another day. Thankful for y'all. Thankful for just being able to just create, to do, being able to just be in your right mind, healthy, and just very prayerful. And I hope everything is well. I really do. And trouble don't last always, y'all. And so we just welcome the Lord into this production and give it all to Him. And I tell you, we got some beautiful roasts here. We got a taste for roast, and I'm not going to do the version of with the potatoes and carrots. I'm going to make a pot of mashed potatoes. Yeah, creamy, buttery mashed potatoes. So we'll just make the roast with the gravy, green peppers, onions, gravy. And we're going to put that on top of the mashed potatoes. And I'm going to have a side of fried sweet corn. So come on, follow on in and show you how I do it. And I got my lorries here. Now my meat is all clean and I have washed them like a baby because they're flesh and we don't eat dirty meat, and I don't want you to either. So I'm going to begin sprinkling with my lorries seasoning salt, my garlic powder, and a touch of black pepper. And I'm going to do the other side. Now I have my pan here, and I've got about just almost a cup of water. And so I'm going to season that. That's going to be my base with some of the lorries, same rub, the garlic powder, the black pepper, and I'm going to get the Lipton onion soup mix. And I have my Lipton onion soup mix here. I'm going to add a pack and a half to that. And maybe it's just one pack, and then when I do the gravy, I'll add another one. Once again, we get all that mixed in. Get my meat in. I've got some onions and green pepper here. So I'm going to start getting them into the juices. And I'm going to cover this. I have the oven set at 400. Put that roast in at 400. And we'll just be basting it and watching it. Got that water boiling, so I'm drop in these rinsed and washed white potatoes. Cut up. Make some nice homemade creamy mashed potatoes. get our sweet corn going. Now that we got those potatoes boiling, getting ready to let them get nice and tender so we can mash them and make some homemade mashed potatoes. I got 2 in the skillet. My skillet's really hot. I just melted 2 half sticks of butter. And I'm using frozen sweet corn, loose kernels. We're going to add it to that butter. Start working it around in through that, letting that butter soak in. Now I'm going to add my pepper mixture, red, green peppers and onion. Color and flavor. Of course, you need some black pepper. Okay, I'm going to cover it up. All right, let's get these potatoes going. I have just rinsed them out in the strainer and get all that starch off of there. And I got me 1 stick of butter here. I'm going to add in. Just get it all in there. And I'm just going to take some of my heavy cream and just eyeballing it, not too much, but I just want just enough. Start just mashing. Nice and fluffy and creamy, buttery. I'm going to add just a pinch of salt, I think, in there. Not too much. I'm going to put some black pepper in. And add some chives. And they'll just be sitting aside ready for when that roast is done. And I'll put the gravy on that roast. That's a great consistency. See there, you got your stiffness and it's still light and fluffy. That's your mashed potatoes. Those roasts are looking really good. I got them piled up here. I'm getting ready to make the gravy. So let's come over to the sink. Get my water hot here, and I have my trusty big old cup here, y'all. Yep, I got 2, and I have tablespoons of flour here. I'm just sifting them, making it soften up, sift through that flour. And I got that hot water, so as I add that hot water, I'm going to briskly be just stirring, because I want to first get the lumps out. So I got a smooth flour. I'm going to add it in only as a thickener, so I'm not going to fill this to the top because I've got my juice there. I'm going to use that for gravy. And when you see it smooth with no lumps, and I'm going to pour that in to thicken up this juice. It's thickening already. I've got my Orrington Farms here broth base. It's already, I like my broth in the powder form. Other than those little cubes, I'm just going to add just a little in to give me a good, strong, beefy flavor. I got my Lipton onion soup mix here, and I'm going to add that in. See how. Now let's add some black pepper, a little black pepper. Just a little. Get my roast back in that gravy. Now we're going to cook these open face the rest of the way until they get really tender. Let's get it back in the oven. Alrighty. Okay, and so while we got that roast in the oven the rest of the way, I'm going to start making the cornbread. And I've got the buttermilk cornmeal mix here. And I'm eyeballing this. I have really no measurements, but I would think about 2.5 cups. And then I always mix it with some flour. And so that's probably about 1/4 cup. add a little sweetener in, and not too much because I don't want to make cake. So just a little. I'm going to add my milk slowly. And if I need more, I'll add more. I'm going to add just a little baking powder. One egg for this batch. Just thin out my batter. And add my oil. And that looks great, so I grease that pan and get it into the pan. To grease that pan, push it around in there, not too much. Okay. And that cornbread is ready, y'all. How beautiful. What do you think? Give me a comment. Somebody give me a comment. Oh, yeah. Nice golden color. Just the right color. Look at there. I like those crispy edges. What about you? Yeah, I love the homemade cornbread versus the Jiffy. I love homemade cornbread. So there it is. Yeah, comment who's going to try that recipe. Easy to do. Voila, everything is done, y'all. We got our beautiful creamy mashed potatoes with butter, heavy whipping cream, chives, a little pinch of salt and black pepper. We got some beautiful fried sweet corn with all the beautiful peppers, red, green peppers, onion. And I tell y'all, look at that beautiful roast, y'all. The roast is roasting. Got that beautiful gravy. And I'll show you how it comes out just as nice and thick and smooth, no lumps. Green peppers, onions. And got a beautiful cornbread. Let's make the first plate. And there you are, the first plate, y'all. Delicious, beautiful pot roast with green peppers, onions, and all the gravy flavor, seasoning. Go over that recipe. And you look at that beautiful fried sweet corn and butter and all the peppers, green, red pepper, onions. And you've got your beautiful homemade mashed potatoes with that beautiful homemade gravy. Yeah, and that heavy whipping cream, butter, chives, pinch of salt. Yes, and look at the beautiful golden cornbread. A homemade cornbread. Yeah, look at that, y'all. And it's just for you and your family, your guests. I tell you, it's beautiful enough for your wedding, a wedding meal, baby showers, events. And I just know your family's going to love it, and you're going to love it. Comment who's going to try this recipe. Like, share, subscribe. Help us to grow. Let the people know the Blessed Living channel is on. Yeah. And like I'm just so excited about y'all. I thank you for hanging on in there with us. Y'all hit the notification bell. We got all these subscribers and you're not seeing the videos, y'all. You're not getting it. It's different now. They don't show everything. You have to hit the notification bell so that you'll be alerted every time that we come on. Yeah. So I thank God for your life. Be safe and be blessed until we see you next video.